And welcome back to Danganronpa 3. Unfortunately, we lost one of our Triforce members, Angie. She was kind of turning on us though, with her cult kind of getting a little creepy there. But yeah, it was just what it was, I guess. This busty brain beauty has it all figured out. You mean you know who the culprit is? No, the culprit? Fuck that.
Hey.
Suichi, do you really have time to listen to her? We have time to listen to everybody. Huh? Wait, goddammit, are you just going to ignore my genius? Yes, we told her.
What?
Okay, listen to me, okay? Listen to me good. Okay. Well, if you're going to twist my arm, then I'll tell you, you better thank me for this. Da-da-da. You know, you're all dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird those wax figures are, right? They are strange, or they're ritual or another purpose, but I figured out with one glance these diversion. Yeah, the culprit used these wax dolls to distance us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that? How should I know? Is it Sherlock's home? Job. You're a waste of time. So we get a truth bullet here, saying maybe distraction and Maki turn. Walked away, I can't blame her. What the hell is her problem? She's on reg or something? So Angie's made these wax dolls, resembles pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details. You know, let's just see how detailed these really are. Maki tried to look up a figure's skirt. That has to be Kaede's. What are you doing? Stop that! Facebook's going crazy. I just wanted to see if the doll was wearing panties. If it wasn't, or was, which would be worse? Wait, do you have a doll fetish? No, let's not go down this roll at all. Are you excited your dead girlfriend's a doll now? No, let's not do this. If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. No. I started to agree with Maki. Talking to Mew is a waste of time. You're not gonna truth bullet on that? Damn it. It's a movie. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit? Tenko? It's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say Tenko was trying to betray the student council. Yeah, that was a different thing. Let's not go down that road. So you suspect Tenko? Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into the lab. This lab, except for she betrayed her too early, and then she'd lose her privilege to be outside. And I mean, if you say, well, she could have just gone anyways, then there's no point to it. Like, it doesn't make sense. That's right, Angie did allow members of the student council to enter here. Yeah, Angie's had to away her here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice. That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all, but that was at a point in time when Angie was still alive. It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but it doesn't make any sense, since only a student council member could be let in here. So Angie left the student council member. That would be Gunta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tatsumi. I wonder if you can lock the door when you leave the place, maybe. Of the group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. No, she's the least suspicious out of those ones. We can check out the dolls later. I thought I hid the things away. Any sort of figures. Anything from you, Maki? I just want to confirm something. We got to this lab, sure that the front door was locked. I'm positive of that. I grabbed the lock and tried to turn it. Click, click. it was already locked. The front entrance was locked until Koichi picked the lock to open it. Koichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them in to the keyhole lock. Click, clack, 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 and open sesame. So he picked the cylindrical lock to open it. Do you think anyone else could open the lock besides him? It would have been impossible from the outside. Monocoms took the key. It's okay, here it is, but there's only one key, so don't lose it. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. I wonder if this is another death trap one. Let me see that key. Monodam swipes the key from Monopi, lifts it into his mouth. Num num. He ate it. So Koichi was the only one that could open the door and close the door from outside. Correct, only Koichi would have been able to open and close their door from the outside, but someone inside could have opened and closed the door as they please. So in front of the door was locked from the inside. Not necessary, you just think of the possibilities, but in case the question becomes how a person would lock the door and get out, how would the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the door? Yeah, but couldn't you set the lock and leave the door there? Okay. I want to figure out what's up with that sword there. Weird. Let's talk to Gunta quick.
Why?
A murder at nighttime. This is strange, impossible, even. What do you think? Because the student council made a rule that can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should be asleep. No way a murder could happen at nighttime. Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule? But it is a tutor's rule. Angie said he'd punish us if we didn't follow his rules. But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. She was, yep. No way, student council would never break their own rules. They should be asleep in the room and setting a good example for others. Maybe Angie was attacked while sleeping in the room and then was brought here. That is a very bizarre claim. If so, Gunta could have saved her. Only Gunta's like, ah, damn it, Gunta, you're making me feel so sad. But Gunta was asleep. Sorry, Angie, Gunta could not save you. I can find it hard to believe that no one went outside despite the students' council rule. Anything here? King of redecoration, I guess. Anything about the back door there? Back door. This locks the slide lock there.
It's true.
So the slide lock might be how they lock the door, because no one can use the door since we came here. I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's locked ever since. Oh wait, what is this? Okay, that's a big clue then. It's like some sort of gold dust. Look, it's some sort of gold Chinese slab thing. Gold and shiny, what could it be? Not sure. Maki, maybe I can see it for a minute. I try to move the slide. You want to undo the lock? Go ahead. What do you want? I carefully touched the doorknob and avoided the gold parts, and then softly slid it open. Click.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock would slide without effort. Click. Whether you lock it or unlock it, it could be an important clue. So it's lubed up quite a well. I wonder what the gold dust could be. I wonder if it's some sort of magnet thing here. Since it's strange, the front door and the back door have different locks. The front one that we came through was a cylindrical lock. The back door over there is a sliding lock, which seems to be the one the culprit used. By the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked. In other words, this is what they call a locked room mystery. Wasn't that the fourth case in the first game? I think it was, right? Because, yeah, it's, yeah.
You're right.
It kind of seems this one's relevant. Yes, the locked door key something. The cylindrical lock was taken by Monokuma. Both doors could be locked from the inside, but only if you rule out Koichi's lockpicking right. He could have picked the cylindrical lock on the front, going in and out of the lab, so he could have created the locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after Angie was killed.
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
I would make him the prime suspect, but he wouldn't do that because he would make him the prime suspect. Also, he appears to have an oddly convenient time when we try to enter the lab ourselves. He's clearly suspicious. He's always suspicious. Is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient, especially for this game. Okay, so that's gonna be that clue. Anything I can get for the sword there? I want the sword. Can I get the sword? No. Let's check Angie's body then. Angie's body, she's lying face down in the middle of the floor.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look? Of course we are. Just I was planning of it, let's hurry up. Do it, we can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate, she stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem dealing with dead body, she is the ultimate assassin. Let's check the Necronomicon first. What is this book? This is an instruction for the ritual as written in Necronomicon. We need to read it then. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim. So this is the motive of the Necronomicon. Angie was trying to perform the ritual written in the book, right? And this is the thing that caused the murder, just as prescribed.
Okay.
Yes, if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual we can perform. Take a look at this. The Necronomicon ritual. Revival ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out to whoever material you want. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn the Necronomicon to ash. Okay, so it's not done then. Use caution, be mindful, carbon monoxide is poisonous. Sprinkle the ash on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait for a while. You can feel a light tap on your back. So if so, that means the ritual was successful. The ash only good for one ritual. The ritual can only be performed once, so use wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual. Angie, you really believe this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to revive anybody with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that would be true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule it out. It is a game after all. Well, let's check the effigies quick then. 4 effigies hung in the scenes per Aaron. The rope dangling from the ceiling exposed the beams of the ceiling.
If I remember correctly,
Angie made all of these out of wax. Is the rope from the warehouse? I believe so, and that means they wouldn't have much of a clue. I wonder why she made 4 though. Anyone could have gone and grabbed these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. Warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murders. Anyway, I know these effigies are wax, but they're creeping me out.
That's true.
Effigies look exactly like the real people, with not just their faces, but their whole bodies. The ultimate artist certainly has the talent. By the way, why are the effigies hanging upside down? Is that part of the ritual? No, it's not. I'm not sure. If it's not, then why are they like this? Who would go out of their way to hang the wax effigies? I wonder if the murderer did it for some reason. Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for that. Could it be, is this really the Danganronpa who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else? Upside down effigies. Exposed beams, they made hung upside down, resurrection or another purpose. It would be a lot of work hanging them upside down, implying there is reason behind this. But what else? What is the reason who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else? I thought this might be a clue for a second there. Okay, so we can do the katana as its own thing. The blood is dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monochrome fellow, she's sustained a stab from the back of her neck, as with lacerations to her forehead. A killing blow with a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely. Then, what do you make of this forehead wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her behind, but her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons midway in the attack? I suppose that wouldn't be necessary. Also, the wound on her forehead looks deeper, but it's not bleeding out so much. What's going on with these two wounds? I wonder what's going on with those wounds for sure. What's wrong, monkey? Move. Angie pushed me aside and lifted Angie's body and shoulder. What is this doing? Crumble underneath her body.
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? The duct tape it's doing here. Is it hair of the culprit, maybe? I can't tell. I don't know, it must be related to the case. Look, there's hair stuck to the tape. Long, Angie's right. It looks like Angie's for sure. And the bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could it mean? Oh, Angie duct taped her head after hitting it or something like that. Something there. So she bandaged that for sure, it looks like. I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under the body. It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed this before I did. Yeah, that's true. Even so, I guess we're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself over this. Oh, she has a happy face. That's nice. Well then, good thing we're used to corpses, Maki. Oh, do you want to die? I hate that face. Sorry, joke can't resist. You don't need to apologize. I was joking. Oh, that's kind of funny. That didn't sound like a joke though. It's still fun though. Sword time. A katana stabbing into Kai's effigy. Oh! Okay, so this is what I'm thinking with this. Kaede is closer to the door, and this katana is right there. So they probably had it swinging back and forth. So they swing the body, which is why all these are upside down. With the katana in it, it's kind of like a murder weapon. Say, try to catch it on there, slide it so it closes the door. That is how the closed door thing is handled. So the katana is stabbing through Kaede's effigy. Who would do this and why? Let me see. Maki nudged me aside and grabbed the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't. I want to check the katana. You want to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out. I'm sure that's true. We have sort of scene that Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while. It's a real katana, but the gold leaf on it.
Okay.
It looks like, yeah, I believe it's one of the ones displayed at the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. If that's so, we can also assume this is the murder weapon, judging by the bloodstain on the tip. It was either that or it was used later to do another stab to get it bloody. The edge is too rusted to cut well, but it would be enough to stab. But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon? I think it might be a setup. Good question. I could have gone to the lab and grabbed a more substantial weapon. I think that's what they did there. Perhaps because Koi's lab is on the same floor and they grabbed something closer by. Maybe they would have been in a hurry. That's weird. That's an interesting possibility. Or maybe they needed a long weapon for some reason. I think they framed this for the... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. They framed this as the weapon to rock Kaede back and forth, having it close the door afterwards, and then trying to... Because there's that gold tin down there, so... A long weapon. My lab doesn't contain any swords or any other weapons of this length. Really? Yeah, it's for closing the door. It has to be for closing the door, right? It's the only thing that makes sense. I'm not sure how I'm gonna come and figure it out, but you must have known I don't use swords for work. When I was first starting to work, I barged a mission with a katana. I haven't used swords since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry around anyways. I suppose anyone's lab is suited for them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Just magic powers. They can read our mind, basically. Anyways, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. So it's all in my hands now, just like the lock. It must be pretty old for the gold flakes to come off so easily. Why don't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, and then we stood in front of Kaede's effigies. Are you going to put the sword back in there? We found. If it's too hard to watch, then look away. Thanks. Okay. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the effigy.
By the way.
Even so, why did the weapon stab into the wax effigy? It's for closing the door. The hanging effigy on the left. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Nope, they were hiding their way out. Perhaps they had no intentions of hiding it. They didn't even wipe the blood off of it. Besides, certainly there was a better way to hide the murder weapon than this. Then why is the reason for this? Honestly, I have no idea. I have all the ideas right now. We should investigate where the murder weapon came from. We can certainly find clues there. The Ultimate Anthropology Lab, let's go. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from there. Oh, there's something we need to investigate here. Anything from you? Let's change for floor.
That's true.
Nothing there. Alright, anything from you maybe again? Fucking pervert. Dull already. Nope. Anything from you? No, it's not gonna be Tango. It's unlocked, but I'm thinking still investigate here. Anything about the monitor? I don't even know what I'm looking for. Oh, annoying. Pool of blood. We'll go with this then. Small pool of blood as emanating from Angie's torso. Can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck. This blood is dry. Must have spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. It fits the 2 AM death list of the Monokuma file. Okay, cool, we did it. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There are several clues we caught my attention. I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think of all the evidence combined that might tell us something, continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong? It's nothing important, but the only time you can you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. I suppose to be a compliment. Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy is useless. Let's continue. I'm finished everything for now.
Got a minute?
This is really the time to rest. I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time is left, so we hurry up. We need to hurry up. You're right, we should first investigate the anthropology lab. We must find clues related to the katana. That's true, we need to check out if the katana really came from there in the first place. Is something wrong, Maki? It just occurred to me, why am I acting like your partner? Because it's fun! It's fine, just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is tremendous help to me. Okay, we're gonna call that a part. So you guys take care, and set up, I guess, a Rip Goldberg machine to lock the door on your way out. Take care.